Here are some tips to help set up your iPad before you start mirroring it through the Apple TV.
Good presenters usually look at their audience, not at the board, so they don't always realize that their iPad is moving from portrait to landscape throughout the presentation. This can get annoying for your audience and can make it difficult to follow what you are doing on your iPad. Hold your iPad in the orientation you wish to keep it in, portrait or landscape, open the control center, and then tap Orientation Lock. If you want a one-click access to lock orientation, you can change your side switch to orientation lock. Go to Settings, General, and scroll down to Use Side Switch to, and tap Lock Rotation. Now you can easily lock your rotation by using your side switch. Your audience members don't need to see or hear every email you receive or the reminders you made yourself to stop at the grocery store on the way home. Notifications are a great tool for keeping you organized and on top of things, but it's best to turn off alerts during presentations. This can be done easily by turning on the Do Not Disturb feature. Open your control center to turn this on. To ensure there are no notifications or sounds during your presentation, make sure you turn on the Silence Always option. Go to Settings, then Do Not Disturb, and tap on Always under Silence. This will turn off all notifications even when your iPad is unlocked. I personally find it annoying when I'm demonstrating something in an app to my students and I keep accidentally opening the control center. It is even worse when my students are using my iPad and accidentally turn off the Wi-Fi. I find it's easier to navigate through apps when the control center can't be accessed within it. To do this on your iPad, go to Settings, Control Center, Access within Apps, and turn it off. It's hard to gauge how loud a video will be on your iPad and through the Apple TV. Rather than scare your audience, you should turn your volume down to the lowest setting and then adjust as needed after the video starts playing. Your iPad shows which keys you are tapping on and the last letter, number, or symbol you tapped on, even in passwords. So, your passwords are not a secret if you're mirroring your iPad when you enter them. If you need to log into a secure site, it is best to turn off the Apple TV first and then turn it back on. Don't turn off the projector because then you will need to wait for it to restart again. Some projectors come with a mute pick button, which is quick and easy to use. As well, if you're nervous about disconnecting from the Apple TV and your projector doesn't have a mute pick button, then you can choose another input on your projector, maybe the computer or a laptop, and then switch it back. This can act like a pick mute button and keeps your iPad connected to the Apple TV. Adjusting the length of time your iPad turns on your passcode lock after an activity will help you from losing the connection to the Apple TV. Sometimes you need to stay on a slide for a long period of time, or you need to help your students with a task but still would like to keep the instructions on the front board. You don't want the information on your iPad to disappear because your iPad automatically locked itself after inactivity. This could also disconnect you from the Apple TV. Go to Settings, General, and Auto Lock to change the length of time before your iPad automatically locks itself. Just remember to change it to a shorter time after class to keep your iPad more secure. Do you have a secret addiction to Angry Birds that you want to hide from your students or colleagues? To keep your primary homepage organized and with a professional image, it's a good idea to move all personal apps to a separate folder and onto a secondary homepage. To rearrange your apps, tap and hold one app until it starts to wiggle. You can then move it into a new place or a different page. To create a new folder, tap and hold an app, then move it on top of another app. This will put the two apps into a folder together. Your iPad will automatically name it, but you can always change this by tapping on the title while you're in the wiggle state. You can add up to 27 apps into a single folder. Do you have pictures of your last beach vacation on your iPad? Or maybe your 2-year-old taking a bath? When you're demonstrating how to attach or insert a photo to your students, your camera roll will be displayed and personal photos that you may not want them to see can be shown. It's best to keep personal photos that you don't want your students or colleagues to see stored off any iPad you use for work or school, since it's too easy to accidentally display the wrong photo. It's quite common to use your work or school iPad in your personal life, but you need to manage what information you want displayed to others. I hope these tips help keep your private information private and help make your presentation a success.